Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's falconpaladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a best of 5 from ESL Summer, the European region. It's going to be an excellent best of 5 because Samacron said it's excellent and I trust him. And we're going to start on Dragon Scales here between Clem and Serral. Top left, going to be Clem. Bottom right, going to be Serral. So, we've got Finland versus France here today. Clem, again, is an excellent Terran player. Hasn't won a world championship yet, but I feel like that is just a matter of time. Serral is a world champion. He wins premier tournaments fairly often, but I don't think he's won a premier tournament in the last few months. All right, man. So 16, 18, 17 timing here from Serral. 1 racks expand timing here from Clem. We got Terra the Overlord moving out. What up, Terry? We got Terra the Overlord shirts at falconpaladin.store. We have Steve the SEV shirts at falconpaladin.store. Go ahead and check it out if you want merch. All right. So, happy Sunday, everyone. This is going to be a Sunday series. And yeah, my best of 3s have not been getting very much attention. I thought they would because they are GSL replays, and people have been asking me to cast GSL replays for a long time, but best of 3s have not gotten very many views on my channel for a very, very, very long time, so I don't know what it is. Best of 5, maybe? Best of 5? Maybe you're interested? Well, you're here, so you're interested. We'll see how the view count does. But whatever the view count is, I will continue to cast StarCraft 2 for you. Started in 2015, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so no Roach Warren. Okay, this Reaper. This Reaper name is submitted by Joseph Atwell, a very, very excellent submitter of Reaper names. The name is The Single Tank. Manx Sat, waiting for the legions of fighting machines to be presented before in the Terran victory parade. The problem is, there aren't a lot of tanks if you've only been losing battles, leaving a single T-34 to be driven out. Oh, we got a little current events here for us, Joseph, today. That's pretty fun. So, single tank backs on out of there. Queen popped. Lings here. Dragon Scales, fairly big map. Oh, Lings ran across. What? How did these Lings get all the way over here? Okay. Well, 2 Lings managed to make it over. Delay construction on the second base for a little bit, which is incredibly annoying. Now the Reaper has to come all the way home to deal with these guys, but it's a beautiful scout off, man. Sees the quick factory. Sees the tech lab on the barracks. Still alive. Still alive. Gonna try to kill a single SCV, but great SCV micro there from Clem, and not letting that happen. And now our guy, single tank, is going to be able to murder this Ling because it doesn't have speed. And actually, speed is not on the way here from Serral. What are we doing? Serral is getting a 3rd base. Roach Warren? Roach Ravager? 2.5 base push here. Yeah, at some point, Clem's got to recognize these Lings don't have speed, and that's weird. Man, if this was Brood War, I'd maybe assume the replay is broken, because who doesn't... It's got to be a Roach Warren. There it is. Okay. There's just nothing else the Zerg player can do here if they're not going to get Ling speed. If they're going to get Mutas, they want speedlings, right? But if they're going to go like Roaches and Ravagers, then whatever. We're going to spend all of those resources on Roaches and Ravagers and not Lings. So a single tank still alive, hacking around out here. It's a pretty good idea, I would guess, that this is not going to be speedlings. Getting a quick starport here, too. Banshees can really shut this kind of thing down. Clem should be ready for it. We did see Rogue use a Roach Ravager in Fester style play really effectively in GSL, which again, if you're not watching the GSL best of 3s, you should. If you don't know I'm casting them because YouTube isn't showing them to you on your homepage, then just check me out. youtube.com/@falconpaladinsc2. You'll see I'm posting stuff 5-6 times a week sometimes. I say. Creep spreading, looking good. Roach Warren popped. Gliobra Constitution on the way immediately. Quick armory. Like, really fast armory from Clem. This means he's going to go Widow Mines. It's got to be some Widow Mines here. There's no reason to go that fast armory in this particular strategy unless you are getting some of them mines out. So a little marine pressure here at about 5 minutes. But there are 8 Roaches on the way. 8 Roaches and 3 Queens should be enough to handle this, honestly. Marines that don't have really the greatest upgrades, they have, sure, Stim, which is amazing. They don't have Combat Shield. Oh, I lied. Derp. Did I completely forget about Hellbats? I might have, which is dumb because I just played against someone who used Hellbats. Anyway, Reaper. Oh, Reaper dies, but Queen's in trouble. Picking off individual roaches here, too. There was one medevac. One medevac providing healing for all these Marines, and Hellbats is a little bit tough, but dude! Clem is just absolutely tearing through this. The Hellbat Marine timing is sick. The Hellbats are just buying time for the Marines to sacrifice and massacre all of those drones. 15 drones have died, and the remaining Marines get picked up and boosted out of there. Holy crap, that was effective. Serral had a massive worker lead, and Clem just completely shut it down. So yeah, Hellbats, man. Hellbats not great against roaches, but they can kind of tank some damage, I guess. Alright, Hellions down. Marines going home. Let's see if we're going to get a Tech Lab and get a Banshee out, because you know it's roaches. You know it's not lings. You saw 0 lings down there at Serral's side of the map. So look, Serral can absorb those hits like most Zerg players can do at his level, and by most I mean the other 3 dudes who can play at this level of Zerg. So he's already back up to 53 workers, 53 to 43 with the lead. More and more popping all the time here. Clem not happy about this. He's like, I mean, I killed a bunch of queens, which is actually pretty good, right? 2 queens died. Overseer gets sniped, too. No sign of a third base here from Clem. And that's what's fun about these best of 5s for me, is that most of the time I cast the long macro games, which is thumbs up, great. But when I cast the full series, you get games in here where it's like, oh, there's not a third base being built before the 3-minute mark, like every other game I cast. Now it's being built at 6:30 instead, which definitely changes things here. It means that Clem was showing up with an earlier timing than is traditional. So, roaches catch a whiff of this medevac, which is empty and totally fake and nothing to worry about, but it is going to drag some of these roaches back home to try to deal with it. Meanwhile, Serral is getting a 4th base down the bottom left here. 3rd base of Clem is just about done. Gonna lift it over here where this Overlord is pooping creep and trying to block it up, but Overlord's going to chase it away. Creep will recede quickly. Man, say that 5 times fast. Creep will... That's hard for me. Creep will reside quickly. Creep will reside quickly. Recede. Ooh, that's actually a pretty solid tongue twister for Falcon. Maybe it's easy for you, though. I don't know. All right, ton of Marines out. All right, roaches are like, ugh, that's a lot of Marines. And dodge those corrosive biles. Dodge them like a boss. Yeah, gonna force a cancel on that 4th base. No question about it. There's just no saving it. Siege Tank says, yep, that's a cancel. Drone gets killed immediately. Creep spread getting pushed. I like Clem. He's looking good here in game number 1 of this best of 5. His army value is big and scary. Serral has more, but roaches and ravagers are a lot of supply. Not a ton of value. Not my favorite strategy here, but we've seen Rogue get a real lot of value from it in ZVTs at GSL recently. So maybe we believe a little bit more in this Roach Ravager stuff, especially if you're trying to get up to Infestors, which Serral is not, because he doesn't have an Infestation Pit. But nice flank attack on those siege tanks, wiping them out. I don't know about the Marines on the south side here. They're all going to get killed, but the reinforcements coming up this ramp might be able to avenge their buddies. Chasing after Ravagers. Roaches on creep are pretty darn zippy. That's a pickup and a boost out as you're getting flanked there from behind. 3rd base of Clem is up and rolling. Siege Tank is holding it here. Army value is 84 to 57 in favor of Serral. A counterattack of Roach Ravager could be pretty damaging here, and in fact it appears it will be. Concussive Shells is on the way. Marauders are going to be way more useful here as a couple waddle their way down here to this 3rd base to try to protect it against this 96 to 63 army supply value upgrade here that Serral has. It's an advantage, not an upgrade value. I don't know what I'm talking about, but 4th base coming in from Serral. Serral knocking down some rocks, as you do if you're a Zerg player. The more rocks down, the better it is for you. Serral decides he can engage here. I thought he might have just turned around, but he decides he can engage with this. And that one tank on the high ground is really preventing Serral from wanting to get in there, but he is stutter stepping into these Marines. Dude, slow lings are in here to try to whittle away at these SCVs that are getting pulled to try to defend this. This is insane. 82 to 66 army supply. Serral continuing to pump roaches, continuing to get upgrades on these guys. Yeah, the stutter stepping here for Clem is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Corrosive Vials keeping and zoning away, making the Medivacs pull back here. And it looks like Clem's going to be able to hold this. Man, I do not want to caster curse this thing. There's not a lot of stuff here for either player, is there? These slowlings are like, man, we wish we had speed. It's on the way, so Serral didn't completely forget about it. Yeah, it's just the burst damage of Roaches and Ravagers can really burn through the HP of a Marine very, very easily before they can get healed up at all. It's kind of the problem with Lings is that before they have Adrenal, the damage they're doing to Marines can be healed up pretty effectively, and only so many Lings can attack a single Marine at a time, whereas you can have a ton of range damage hit a single Marine. Then you burst through, and these Medivacs looking okay on energy considering what's going on here. The Lings, there you go. Lings getting that surround, and Clem goes, okay. So when I get surrounded, that's not good for me at all. Infestation Pit is now on the way here from Serral. Drilling Claws coming in from Clem, so he is going to go for those Widow Mines. Having the Armory at this stage is really nice. Scan on the 4th base says, yes, 4th base looks like 4th base. Tunneling Claws and Burrow on the way from Serral. Burrowing your Roaches does increase their healing factor by a ton. We don't see it used a lot anymore, as it was nerfed at like 3 patches ago and a very long time ago now, it feels like. I feel old talking about it, but it used to be burrowed HP regeneration was insanely good, and then every ZVZ turned into Burrow Roach versus Burrow Roach, kinda, at least as a harassment technique, because you would just send a couple Roaches to an enemy base, and then when they came to kill you, you'd burrow and then heal up instantly, and it's like, yes, that's frustrating. But yeah, Infestor's on the way. Baneling Nest coming in here too from Serral. See, is he going for a Hive? Nope, no Hive has started yet. On the Terran side of things, it is Barracks, Barracks, Barracks. And more Barracks. Look at these Burrow Roaches on a mission. And by that I mean not on a mission. They're just going to sit here and... alright. Well, Clem's going to go for it anyway. He's like, I can't burrow. So they're going to maybe force a cancel on this 5th base. Lings rolling in. These Roaches in the front. That's a lot. Wow, okay. So Burrow Roach getting right on top of a siege tank, taking some shots here. Sure, we'll kill 2 tanks. That's great. High ground siege tank still exists, though, so now you have to back it out. Man, that high ground tank position, if you're a Terran player on Dragon Scales, you should probably be putting it here. It's a pretty amazing job covering this 3rd base against all kinds of attacks. Lings, Banelings, maybe. Yeah, see? Every time he comes in here, that tank starts getting shots off, and he gets worried about it. Man, a couple fungals here would be amazing. I don't know where those infestors are, though. And yeah, Clem's just kind of holding this off. There's the fungal! Okay! Man, it's good. Fungal is, look at this pre-split against this fungal, but that means the Lings can get in here for easier access. Another great fungal. Corrosive Vial getting easier hits off when there's fungal happening. That infestor is not very happy about that there. Did I see some drones die somewhere? Was there a Liberator? Maybe. In fact, probably. Yeah, 2 Liberators have died, so they are probably part of this. Oh, Widow Mines showed up. Oh, okay. Hive is now on the way here from Serral, getting Adrenal for these Lings. As I always say, amazing. Amazing stuff here. But this is, this happens when you don't have a Spire as a Zerg player. So crap, the 5th base of Serral going down. That's big because Clem has a 4th base there at the 12 o'clock. Corrosive Vials trying to connect on those Medivacs, but they're too smart. They can dodge it. Even without the speed boost, you can dodge Corrosive Vials. Man, it takes forever for those suckers to land. Look at this. Clem, 4 Basin, and guess what? Serral, 4 Basin. Not good. Not good for Zerg fans everywhere. Vipers coming in. Those spellcasters really important. Widow Mines ready for, I guess, Roach attacks from that angle. Don't know. What is this thing? Why is it, like, moving and letting off gases? Weird doodad, man. Crazy stuff. Clem says, you're a spellcaster, then I too shall have the spellcaster. I shall make the ghost, which I'm sure you hate, Serral. Ghost, great unit. Late game Terran, extremely difficult for Zerg players to deal with because of the power of the ghost. It's good against pretty much everything, unless you're going straight Ling Bane. Straight Ling Bane will counter Mass Ghost pretty effectively, but straight Ling Bane struggles against these Widow Mines, especially. Dude, I think Clem got this. He's got a bigger army supply. He's got more workers. I think, were the Banelings too late to this party, maybe? I don't know. Nice parasitic bomb getting tossed down, but Ling's trying to get that. Okay, so the Lings do force a pullback here. Oh, big Widow Mine hit. 17 kill Widow Mine. 2 kills each on those guys. This one's got 15. Dude, 15 and 17 Widow Mines are amazing. Ah, Widow Mines dropping here at the 4th base, too. Ugh. Everything there dies. Clem's expanding top right. Yeah, this is going extraordinarily poorly for Clem here. Widow Mines, 3 hits. 3 hits for day. Just kidding. That one never fired on anything before it died. What? Oh, firing on the... Okay, on the Viper. Wiping out a Viper was ginormous. Parasitic bombs getting tossed down on those medevacs. That's what we want to see. If you're a Zerg player here, Clem is still up, man. Army supply, worker count, income favoring him barely. Medevacs are good. Chitin is plating on the way. I don't know how I feel about Ultralisks in this matchup. Snipe is too good. Widow Mines are good. Marauders are good. Even with the Ultralisks getting the buff of having their unit size shrinked. I don't know, man. Shrink, shrunk, shrunk, shrank. 6th base from Clem coming up, and Serral just barely got his 5th back. Yeah, I don't know. I really do not see a path forward here from Serral from this stage on. Game 1, it looks like it's going to go to Clem. That said, yeah, friendly fire Widow Mine connection there. Baneling's chasing off creep. Yeah, Widow Mine's firing. Actually, I think that killed a medevac. That's not great. Yeah, Serral is still Serral, y'all. He is still going to kick butt, take names. Look at this burrowed Ling down here. He's like, ah, yes, I can kill some of you guys. Oh, before the planetary finishes. No. Hey, guess who doesn't have Adrenal, everyone? I'll give you one guess. Yeah, it's Serral. What the heck, dude? What? Did Somicron tell me to cast this because Serral doesn't get adrenal glands in game 1 and I'm just going to, like, lose my mind here? Dude, that Liberator positioning is so good. Whack. Whack. Okay. Okay. Man, 3 kills. Good stuff. Free Overseer dead. There's just too much pressure here. Clem is doing the defending. And when that happens in a StarCraft game, the player which is defending the most throughout the last few minutes of the match loses the game every freaking time. Fungal up, Parasitic Bomb up. The green spell casting is here for Serral, but he pulls back. A lot of ZVTs recently in this current patch have actually ended on engagements where the Zerg player goes in, kills a ton of stuff, but loses too much, and then GG's. It's weird. Nice Widow Mine shots. Nice Liberator in the mix. Parasitic Bomb. Oh, see? What did I just tell you? That's another example of a game where the Zerg player on offense kills a ton of stuff, doesn't kill enough stuff, and then GG's out. Like, what? Okay, nice Widow Mine hit there. Fine. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Widow Mine's dead. Planet. Okay, not enough. Just not enough. Liberator sets up. Parasitic Bomb is there, and this is where Serral GG's out. Just, it's too many bases. If he couldn't kill this base of Clem's, and maybe even ideally this one, then he wasn't going to be able to keep up. He's on 5 bases. He has no bank to speak of whatsoever. He forgot about Adrenal. Dude, seriously. Seriously, man. I know he only made like 400 lings this game, but honestly, that's why he lost, because he forgot Adrenal. That's how I'm going to talk about it. That's it. Wow. So that was amazing by Clem. Great job by him. The early Marine Hellbat attack was fantastic. Little medevac support in there too. He even squeezed out a medevac to support that. And then just everywhere. Just pushing on bases, killing bases. Only 1 base died, but I think he killed 2 that were under production. 29,000 resources lost for Serral to 22 in favor of Clem. And that game 1 is going to our Frenchmen. Equalité, liberté, and fraternité. Cool. Game 1 in the bag. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is here on Goresfin. Good map for macro games. Top left, Serral. Bottom right, Clem. A giant map. Lots of place to expand on this 2-player map. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 places to expand. So 8 bases versus 8 bases. But again, Zerg needs more bases to compete with Terran and Protoss in the late games. So Serral needs this base or this base, or I don't know, maybe this one, if he wants to win in the late game versus an excellent Terran player as Clem is. Okay. Good stuff. Everything is fine here. Hatch first is Serral. Clem is going. Reaper expand timing. What's going on in the world? Oh, man. My oldest child just got his learner's permit, which gives him the right to drive as long as I'm with him, or, you know, a parent or a guardian is with him in the car. And that's passenger seat, so... The thing is, my car is a stick shift, and I don't want to teach him how to drive on a stick. Because that's how you mess up your clutch real bad, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I've been planning on getting a second car for a while now. I knew this day would come. And the used car market is garbage, and I was hoping by the time I had to buy a car, the used car market would be less garbage, but... It sucks, man. Go check the price for used cars in the US right now if you're watching this. It is gross. It is so gross. But, you know, like I said, I've been saving for this day, so perhaps it'll be all right. Makes me feel old, though, that's for sure. Teaching my youngest how to drive, or my oldest how to drive. Teaching my youngest how to drive will make me feel old, too. Reaper moving out. Reaper's name from WGen 8 is Bart Simpson. Getting bored of pulling pranks on Earth, Bart decides to try his hand at that science his sister Lisa's always talking about and pull some pranks in outer space. Oh yeah, Bart Simpson. Let's go. Does he still pull pranks? The Simpsons is sort of a gross zombie undead form of what it used to be. It really sucks, like, a lot. So, are any of the characters still the same characters? I don't know. Who knows? Not me. Yeah, Reaper dance. Good stuff here. This is good from Clem. Every Terran player. Watch how Clem does this. Watch how Clem keeps this alive. Be very impressed and seek to emulate him. Yeah, second base almost done here from Clem. So in this game, no Lings made it across the map to try to screw with the construction of that natural base. And the third base did get started, wow, like way sub 3 minutes. It's halfway complete at 2:54. Factory, a second rack's on the way. Second gas here from Clem 2. Third base from Serral popping. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, thanks WGen 8 for the Reaper name. For the record, I am out of Reaper names. So if you want to keep submitting them. Turns out, casting full series, you blows through the Reaper name list really fast. Especially, you know, if I'm casting a lot of ZVTs, which I'm totally doing. Look at this little ring by, says my brain. That's a ling run by, apparently, is a ring by. Ah, got an SCV and got a ling inside the main base. Sees the third, sees the factory, sees the barracks, the second racks here in the tech lab. Ah! Perfect scout off. Of course, Serral got a perfect scout off in game 1, too, and it did not keep him alive. So, it's not a guaranteed win if you get some kind of a perfect scout off in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, because guess what? Things can change. Things can really change on ya. Like what you scout at the 3-minute and 57-minute mark can be entirely different at the 5-minute mark. I've learned that the hard way. Starport, fine. Let's see if Serral is getting ling speed. Oh, he does have ling speed because we saw that speedling, didn't we? We certainly did. Look how smart we are. So it's going to be speedlings. Probably a baneling nest coming up in the next minute or so, if I had to guess what we're looking at to deal with the early aggression of Clem. Not crazy early, because he is getting that third base faster this game. But we're going to float on over. Yeah, we're going to make some medevacs. We're going to get stim. We're going to keep pumping Marines here. Marine count. Is your Marine count 13 at 430? And you have 3 bases? Terran fans, no. You gotta play better. Get that macro crisper. Get those timings better. Hey, look, a 448 baneling nest. Check that action out. I was right. Lair on the way from Serral here, too. So centrifugal hooks. More standard, I would say. More standard TVZ here from Serral in game number 2. It's like, I tried that Roach Ravager Infestor stuff that Rogue was all about at GSL. Did not work against Clem, man. Well. Maybe it can always work. I don't know. Overlord sees the Marines marching out in the production tab. There are Lings. 2 of them on the way. Queen's in position. creep spread, really good too. That's useful. At least it forces the Terran player to burn a scan to get rid of them, and then forces them to attack the creep tumors instead of your things. But yeah, queen count, immense here from Serral. And this little group is just like, ugh. Don't like that at all. Let's see, that layer is done. Yep, centrifugal hooks getting started now. More barracks on the way back home. Combat shield coming in from Clem. Ling checking to see if there's a third base or a fourth base coming up in that location. Clem's third is rolling. A Ling run-by timing is pretty normal for Serral and Raynor, especially like doing this, where they just ascend a few Lings down along a path that Clem doesn't have vision of, and then rolls it into the third base and tries to get some kills. Which, oh, they stopped. Well, they were going to go in there and get some kills. I don't know why they're hanging out in no man's land. No, there was room in the medevac. Get out of... Okay. Ugh. He's fine. I don't know what these dudes are waiting for. They're waiting for this base to get constructed, I guess. But seriously, this third base is really undefended right now. I guess there's that high ground siege tank again, though. Never mind. High ground siege tank has it covered. So he's going to try to get banelings in here, but that's what the wall of supply depots is for. Oh, boy. And even if... Okay, so you would get about here, and you would die to the siege tank, so that's not great. Clem's got two separate armies coming up the top side, coming up the middle side. Oh, good job, banelings. I mean, good effort, banelings. Not good job, because you're not getting anything done. Just predicting it now. Waiting for centrifugal hooks to finish. It's done. It is finished now. Time to go if you want, but I'd just like to point out that whole siege tank thing. That is a pick up and a half. Way too many speedlings with banelings coming in behind. Hydralisk Den on the way here from Serral. Terran, more and more barracks being added on here. Clem's not really a mech dude. But that makes him so dangerous because he's so good at this bio play. He can do whatever he wants with it too. It's not like it's always the same thing. You can add in Widow Mines. You can add in Liberators. You're probably going to want Ghosts by default, but you can get some Hellbats in there, sure. That's what makes Terran so dangerous right now. Even if it's not mech, you don't know what it is. Oh, no pickups, actually. Were those picked up, or the dudes in this medevac just never get unloaded into certain death? Entirely possible. Widow Mine says no connections for you. These banelings are just not interested in going anywhere, which is good because if they tried, it would not work out for them. Beautiful. The pickup was sick though too. 6 split off and then a better pickup, honestly, from Clem. He is, yep, he's going to land over here for a 4th base. Serral's 4 bases have been running for some time now and probably going to expand up here to a 5th. Might as well. Clem not really going for any proxies or anything so far, but it is a powerful tool in the Terran arsenal against Zerg, so I would be shocked if we don't see one somewhere in this series. Of course, this could just be a 3-game series. You don't know. Clem could win this thing 3-0. And then I would add some stuff to the end of the cast as anti-spoiler technique. I mean, sick place to... behind the minerals! Nice target fire on those Banes. Holy crap. A nice target fire on the Banes again, but too many Banelings. Too many Banelings. Quick! Get in the main. It's going to take way too long for Lings to run all the way around and get up here. I mean, they'll get here eventually. But not before nothing happens. Alright. The heck just killed some drones? Something killed 3 drones. These guys? Sure. It was these guys what did it. They're dead now. The drones have been avenged. Big attack from Clem coming up the middle. Basically maxed out. Widow Mine connection on. Not the best Widow Mine connections there. Sometimes whether you win or lose a game can really sit on the power of Widow Mine shots. If your Widow Mines are killing like 17 Banelings at a time or 36 Lings, sure, you can get a win with them, but otherwise, another Widow Mine drop. But if they're getting 1 or 2 Ling kills and doing more damage to you than they are to the Zerg, they can kind of backfire on you too. I'm just everywhere, y'all. Look at this attack. Look at these guys. Extractor down. That's not like a game-winning play, but it's a pretty good play. They got stim. They got +2 attack. They got +1 armor. That medevac got picked out of the sky by them. Queens dropping inside the main base here is Clem 2. Hydralisks. More Hydralisks. Actually, Hydras all pop out here. Okay, so +2 ground carapace is here. Widow, oh my gosh, sneaks a Widow Mine in. 3 kills on that Widow Mine. Okay, this Widow Mine dropping stuff has been really painful for Serral. He's still at 82 workers, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but man. Oh, Widow Mine's no shots. This is a very Widow Mine heavy composition for Clem right now. Liberators joining the party. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was Banelings trying to get in. That seems terrible. This group kind of winning the battle against just Hydra. The Banelings are gonna finish though. Oh my gosh. Oh, the pickup. The pickup was sick. Okay, but I'd like to point out Clem is the one on the offensive here today. Serral's expanding down the left side. But Clem is the one who's been out here on the offensive. And Serral is defending well, right? That is what Serral does. And counterpoint to my argument, Serral hasn't lost a base yet. So as long as you're just defending and not losing any bases, you can actually do this for a pretty long time. Ah, yes, lurkers are out. Because of course they are. Look at Serral getting Adrenal. He's going to win this game for sure. Widow Mine connection. He did split off some. It was better than a giant hit on that huge group of lings. But could have been worse. What's up? Bam, bam, bam. Triple expanding here is Clem. Sure. That sounds good. The ghosts are out. Because of course they are. We're at 12 minutes. Yeah, Infestors, Adrenal, Adaptive Talons. I don't know what that Baneling group down there was trying to do, but this 6th base and a lot of... Oh my gosh, maybe not. Yeah, save it. He did save it, but it's only got 300 HP left on that thing. Clem has taken his entire half of the map except for this base. And Serral's taken his entire half of the map except for this base. Wait, and this base. Oh yeah. Clem is out macroing right now. But as always, I would like to point out that Serral has Adrenal. And he has a lot of lings. So that's going to be a very effective upgrade. He's got what? 93 lings out right now. Full 100 lings on the field. Some of them are turning into banelings. It's going to be a lot of lings. They're going to have +2/+2. They're going to have +3 carapace. They're going to have Adrenal. Ooh, Serral going for a drop. I don't know if Clem saw that or not. Trying to convince these Widow Mines to fire on a couple lings instead of all of the lings. Ah, big hit on those banelings. Terrible. Terrible stuff. Clem decides to march up deep into Zerg territory. Snipe a ton of Overlords. Maybe take down a hatch while you're at it. Yeah, Widow Mine connection catches a bunch of those lings. More banelings going down here. And Serral going for the drop. The Adaptive Talons let the burrow happen very, very quickly. Serral, okay, defending, pushing away Clem on his side of the map. And these lurkers are going to be tough to dislodge inside of Clem's base. Where are the ghosts? Here they are. Burrow in. Oh, no, a little bit too close, but he's trying to get him out of his base. That's fine. Another scan up. Overseer here. And okay, so... bunch of Ling Baneling get into the 3rd base of Clem while those shenanigans are happening, and it looks like the Adrenalings doing what they're intended to do. That is kill stuff fast. Faster than not Adrenalings. Statistically. These Widow Mines, man. I mean, they're dying for it, but they're getting some decent value today. Yeah, 6 kills on that Widow Mine before it gets wiped out. So armor value is 105 to 74 in favor of Clem. But lurkers are good. Hydras are good. Lings with Adrenal are good. Working on that +3 melee attack. Snipety snipe snipe. Nice fungal. Tank getting wiped out. Lings and Banes off creep, trying to connect here on these Marines. The split is good, though. Are there enough Lings and Hydras to clean this out? If they weren't Adrenalings, I'd say no, but they are Adrenalings, but I'm kind of still saying no. 80 to 62 total army supply. Clem. This is a fantastic game, too. I can see why Somicron recommended this one. And hey, if you're interested in seeing me and Somicron talk about things like StarCraft 2 tournaments and TV shows and movies and anime and all sorts of nerdy stuff, check out the Falcon Paladin Hour. It is available on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the description, but it's youtube.com/@Somicron. SOMICRON. Somicron. Spelled how it sounds. Man, place your bets here in game number 2. Who's got this thing? Ooh, fungal? I don't know if you want a fungal. Don't wander into scan room. Oh my gosh, that infestor really wanted to roll. Oh. Dodged both scans. How boss is that? Incredibly boss. Look at this infestor. No, nothing's here. Nope. Nothing to worry about. Liberator. Look at this infestor. This infestor is going to be a big part of this whole thing. I believe it. I feel it in my bones. This infestor is going to call down a fungal on a bunch of ghosts. It's going to let Serral win an engagement. Adrenal Lings. Fully upgraded Lings, man. I don't know about Marauders responding to this. You're not very good at killing... Ow. Good at killing Adrenalings. That lurker was trying to do the one lurker on a planetary fortress setup. No, not allowed. Not allowed. Not today. Advanced Ballistics is on the way for the Liberators, though. That'll help them be a little bit more effective. More and more ghosts being produced. Yeah, man. Late game TVZ. What a bop, as the kids would say today. Advanced Ballistics Liberator has 3 kills. Another lurker tries to set up over here, and Widowmine, 2 kills on that Widowmine. 2 lurkers, man. Ah, see, this is Serral going for that base on Clem's side of the map. Clem immediately spots it, though. Expanding, yeah, this is yours, Serral. This is yours on your side of the map. Infestor, ready to fungal these guys, and bam! Fungal down, Lings on top of you as the fungal's chewing through your HP and shields too. Not great, but enough army left over here from Clem. Oh, gets a fungal off before she dies. What a brave infestor. Lurker, there you go. Lurker harassing the gas collection at Clem's third base, and this hatchery of Serral's is going to be canceled. Unless he's too busy microing a lurker. No, okay, he was too busy microing this lurker, which is fled. Nope, dead. Oh, Nidus in full view of everything. This game is sick. This game is so sick. Ah, Nidus Swarm erupts. All right, here goes nothing. A lurker's coming out. There are a handful of Marines, a couple of ghosts too, but gotta pull back. Widowmine, killing some Lings, but that's the thing. Trigger, he's like, oh no, I went home. Sent 2 of the lurkers back home. This guy trying to survive. Is this another Nidus coming up? Yep. That lurker survives 1 scan. Another scan's required to kill it. Another scan is required to kill this one. And by that I mean the Liberator is going to burn it down. Here comes Serral. Top side though. Lings, Bane, Hydras. He's going to keep rolling, I think. He's going to reconsolidate his forces. Try to get a Burrowling in there. Clem's too smart for that. He has 1,000,000 orbitals. He's got scans for days. It was not safe to send that command center back. Okay, wow. Clem just lets it go back there and die. Suddenly, army value is 122 to 105. Clem's got a better one, but Serral is pushing back. That Liberator count is almost too high. It's almost too high. There's a bunch. There's enough Hydras here. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough Hydras here, actually. Speedlings, cracklings, flooding into your main base. Not good. Yeah, 9 kill Widowmine. Liberators trying to set up, not in circles of death, you know, as you do. No evacuation for you guys. And the lurkers all die. Except for this one, who needs another scan to root him out. Super duper annoying stuff. Lings rolling into the third base. Picking off a bunch of SCVs. Liberators do kill Lings, but one at a time and very slowly. Ah, Serral thinking about going in here again. I don't know what he's worried about. I really don't. I think he can take down that planetary. But he doesn't have quite enough Banelings for that. He's got a lot of Hydras, and the upgrades are so good. Planetary's got building armor, right? Yes, building armor is complete. This is Serral now taking another one of Clem's bases. Because he needs to do that the longer the game goes on. If he wins it now, no, he didn't need that base. But the longer the game goes on, the more he needs it. Statistically. Yeah, Hydra count is just kind of enough to blow these Liberators out. If there aren't like 8 of them covering a spot very specifically. Clem sending other commander over here into its death because, I don't know, that's what he's doing today. Oh, no, saved it. Saved the command center. This game is killer sick. Man, this is one that I maybe should have split off into its own video. But I did promise Omicron I would cast the entire best of 5, and it's been great so far, so here we are. Widow Mines. Oh, Adrenalings are so fast at attacking stuff, but not fast enough. Ooh, Lings into the third base causing problems. Clem pushing top side, trying to snipe Overseers. More Overseers. Where those came from, though. Oh, the Liberators. Fungal on everything up here, though, but it doesn't stop you from firing if you're a Liberator. Army value 110 to 96. This game is killer sick. Liberators dying. Still 2 libs in play. Serral losing a hatch. Not good. Serral potentially losing this hatch, too. Also not good. And Clem taking this base. Good for him. Dude, if Serral goes down 2-0 here, it's going to be a very difficult series for him to win. I mean, duh. Falcon is speaking the obvious here, as he sometimes does. Dude, hatch down. Serral's in large amounts of trouble. These Adrenalings against Marauders, though. It's just not fair for the Marauders. That Adrenal, though. If these were 3/3 Lings without Adrenal, the Marauders would not die if they're being healed by Medivacs and getting attacked by Lings. That's the insane thing about Adrenal. That's the difference. If you have Adrenal, you can't heal through the damage on that Marauder. Dude. 125 to 114 Army. Abducting Liberators into Hydra attacks, but Liberators are pretty zippy. They can retreat from those positions fairly easily. Yeah, look at this, man. Clem's got this base rolling. He can probably expand down here, too, if he wants. Serral, another one of Serral's bases is going to die. I say this a lot, but if you kill 10 hatcheries in a ZVT, you're probably going to win it. And that's 4, so it's not 10. The Liberators, man. They're not amazing against Lings and Banes, but they're good enough. Single Lurker Harass ends up getting 1 kill. 2 kills before it gets murderized. Worker count is 78 to 66 in favor of Serral. Income hugely favoring Clem because this base died. And this base is going to die. Oh my gosh, this Liberator, though. Look at this one, the secondary Liberator, but there's 2 spores. Oh, yeah. The tertiary Liberator shows up, dies, but kills a Hydralisk for its trouble. Ooh, Clem is maxed out. Clem is looking scary. Clem is developing almost kind of something of a bank, but not quite. Is there enough? Is there, in fact, enough here for Clem to get this win? But big Hydra Lurker attack up here at Clem's newest base. That's not good. And the Planetary does go down to the Lurker and Hydra combined spines. Liberators show up. Hydra say, we can deal with this? No. No, actually, you can't. Clem's still up in army value by about 25 here. Oh, good snipe. I haven't seen a ton of snipes against Lurkers today, but they've been going off. He's just sniping individual drones at this stage. Just a fine target for snipe. Nice fungal EMP on the Infestor in revenge, but everybody on the ground dies there. Parasitic Bomb on the Medivacs. Beautiful split off. Like, insane split off there. So those Medivacs all die. Not great. A total of 16 Medivacs have died. There's 10 remaining. Widow Mines. There's so... I mean, the Widow Mine kills today. There have been a ton of Widow Mines produced, in fairness. There have been 58 Widow Mines produced. And Serral taps out. He's just losing too much. He's down 2-0. The Liberators and the Widow Mines and the Ghosts. All of it was too much for him to handle. Did he just... He's like, I don't have hardly anything left here. And Clem, big scary Liberators, Marauders, Marines. I'm sick of the Widow. That's a GG. So right here, what do we got? Army value of Serral is 3 Hydras, 2 Banelings, and 3 Lurkers. Yeah, okay. I guess there's some Infestors there too, but not a giant army by any... I guess there are also 49 Lings. But, yeah, the Liberator count is 11. The base count, that's another thing. Income tab here, really favoring Clem over the last about 3 minutes. Serral not able to get the extra bases he needs at all to win this thing, and so he tapped. My goodness, that is a 2-0 lead here for our guy. So good. Like, such a good ZVT for Game 2. But it's time for Game 3, so let's go there. Holy cannoli. Clem's up 2-0. Game 3's on Ancient Cistern. Clem top right, Serral bottom left. Woo! That was, again, an amazing CVT. So much blood was spilled. So many Widow Mines. So many Liberators. I don't think I've ever seen so many Widow Mines and Liberators and a ZVT. Clem is on to something here, I feel like. So at this point, either Serral does a reverse sweep, or Clem just closes it out and moves on to the next round of the European ESL Summer Tournament. Oh. My heart is still kind of beating fast from that last game. So again, hash firsting it here is Serral, no proxies from Clem. Just Clem says, I can beat Serral in late game TVZ, so why risk a proxy? I think I agree with him. Oof. Boof, boof, boof. What else is going on in the world here? The new Spider-Man movie. Not Into the Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse is coming out. Man, that first one was so good. Really enjoyed the first Into the Spider-Verse. I think it won like an Oscar for animation. It was that good. But yeah, curious to see what's going on there. Just so much fun. So heartfelt. Characters were good too. Looking forward to that film. Barry is still happening. God, Barry is such a good TV show too on HBO. If you like dark comedy, like emphasis on dark, and a kind of a relentless expression of the foibles of human nature, Barry could be a show for you. I can recommend it. It's definitely a very mature rated HBO show, but goodness, it's good. And I think the series finale is airing later today by the time I post this thing, so that's exciting. Anyway, Falcons recommendations for current stuff. Man, I don't get paid for that. Probably should. What do we got here? This is a Reaper from Levi L. The name of the Reaper is Waldo. There's a reason everyone's looking for Waldo. He's nowhere to be found. That's because he's been stuffed into a Reaper suit and is sent out to scout. Let's hope his skills at hiding come in handy. I imagine they will. Hiding from Lings, hiding from Queens, hiding from Overlords. So our guy, Waldo, is here. It's funny because there's a subscriber whose name is Waldo, and he likes to submit Reaper names too. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, this is Clem. He just doesn't lose his Reaper, man. He doesn't lose it, and there's no reason to. It's carelessness. If you lose your Reaper to slow Lings and Queens in the first 3 minutes, you were either greedy or careless. If you got surrounded by slow Lings or took one extra shot from a Queen, you're just greedy. See, look at that. Clem pulled back exactly as quick as he needed to avoid that Queen shot. Scouting to third base. What's up? I think Clem's doing the same thing, man. Factory, Starport, Hellions. I don't know if we're going to get any Hellbats in this game, but it's definitely on the menu. It's a possibility for our guy, Clem, who is growing up, man. Third base coming in again. Not as fast as in game 2, but still. Third base on the way. Is he 20 now? I think his birthday's in June. So maybe turning 20 soon. But yeah, just remember hearing about him. He's like, there's this 14-year-old French kid who's really good at StarCraft. And I was like, what? And then I watched him and I was like, oh, man. Yeah, okay, he's legit. And then he wasn't old enough to officially compete in WCS events. And it was like, aw. Hey, we're getting Banshees. After Falcon called it out for game 1 and game 2, we're actually getting Banshees here. Probably Banshees for harass. Less concerned about roaches. Just because, well, these Lings have speed now. They have speed now. They have speed now. God, I'm sorry for bringing up a quote from the really terrible Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker. Blech. Orthosolope is programmed to avoid confrontation. So, in fact, it will. Look at him running away. He's like, I don't have anywhere to run. That's the problem. It's a limitation of the programming. Third base Landon. It's a very satisfying sound. Man, sound design in StarCraft. Historically great. Some of the best sound design in anything ever. There we go. Serral Baneling Nest. Sub 5 minutes. Lair coming in here too. And it looks like we're going to have some more little Marine versus Ling Bane shenanigans. Probably some hiders and lurkers too. And then we'll go into ghosts. I don't know, man. Zerg players kind of look lost in late game TBZ on my channel recently. The wins I've seen from Zerg players against Terran have largely kind of been before the 12 or 15 minute mark. Which is weird, because it used to be the late game Zerg, which is impenetrable. You could not get in there as Terran and really take them down because of Serral's influence. But they've got it figured out, man. All the tools of Terran are useful here. I'm trying to think of something that they're not going to build. I guess battle cruisers and Thors are not seen very much in this matchup. But if the Zerg player wants to go mutas, then yeah, we'll definitely see Thors being added into the comp here. Look at that guy run. Oh, we got an Tastalope and an Orthosolope in the same area. YOLO Hellions! These are YOLO Hellions. Because they know they're not getting out of here alive. Block the ramp. Oh my gosh, he blocked the ramp. That's such a sick play. Kitty 8 charges way in. Oh, Waldo the Reaper, you're dead now, but that was a sick play. Way to Kitty 8 charge that queen out of there. Just a couple more blasts. Say the Hellions. Blah. Okay, dead. Banshee shows up at the third base. There is nothing for her to kill, but she'll get some damage done off on this third hatch. Why not? Why not just fire at it forever? Dude, those are the YOLOest Hellions I've seen in a long time. Clem just not worried about having them at all for the rest of the game, which just concedes map control to Serral here. Serral's totally happy with that. He's like, all right, I'll expand. I'm not going to have to make too many lings or anything to counter those Hellions. Is that a second factory? That is a second factory, but these are barracks. What does second factory indicate? A lot of tanks. Fourth command center on the way from Clem. Serral's getting fifth base here at the 6 o'clock and spreading that creep. That's the other thing. Once the Hellions are gone, spreading creep becomes so much easier too. So much easier. Hydralisk Den from Serral. Centrifugal hooks is done. Priority upgrade, man. Centrifugal hooks. Guess it looks like tanks. There's an armory on the way. Sensor tower built. He really wants advanced notice of lings showing up. And banelings too. Look at these guys. What do they have plans to do? Well, they got created and then they were sent home to try to deal with these Marines that are pushing the front. They were going to try to get into the third base, but siege tank, supply depot wall, sensor tower. Like, your odds of making that work are not very good. So they're coming back to join the rest of the group. Where did they go? I don't know. They're over here, I guess, for some reason. Sure. Certainly. All right. Lingbane run by. Siege tank kind of shuts it down. My gosh. Siege tanks aren't amazing as the game goes on, but they're pretty darn good in the early game when the packs of Lings and Banes aren't as big. They don't have the upgrades. And by that I mean these tanks are dying now. So that's not great. Suddenly, this whole position that was set up here by Clem is completely shut down. A couple Marines having a great time. By that I mean, one of them got saved. Army, 84-74, favor of Serral. Just Clem's macro is insanely good, guys. That fast third base, this fourth base. He just gets pressure on the extraneous base, not extraneous, but external bases here, right? The ones on the edge of the creep that are super vulnerable. He's going to pour some damage into it, not get greedy, right? Oh my gosh, the banelings died. Dude! There's more banelings where those came from. More Hydras too. Okay, so yeah, more reinforcements from Serral are able to get over here and shove Clem away. Man, that was a little touch and go too. I love this one Banshee just being like, yes, lings and banelings, I would like to murder you. 9 kills on that. Wings, Banes, rolling in. Widowmine connections. Are they good? Kind of a mixed bag there, but hey. Medevac healing. Not enough for that guy. And look at Serral, man. What did I say about the 12 to 15-minute mark? I said, Zerg players look better if the games are shorter right now, which is a complete reversal from what the meta used to be. That felt like a killing blow to me, but Serral's hanging back, getting a hive. Maybe waiting for that 2-2 for his Lings and Banes to kick in. That's a really good upgrade. Free Banes. Nice pick off there by Clem. Really nice. Picked up some shells on the way. It's 2-2 upgrades from Clem already. And I guess it just finished up here from Serral, too. Nice. Beautiful Ling split. So he's going after this planetary. If Clem is going to full retreat here, this planetary is pretty vulnerable. Double swings attack, though. Planetary under attack. Third base under attack, too. Banelings trying to get some connections there. No, that could not have gone worse. But over here could not have gone worse either. Widowmines, man. 4 kills, 6 kills. So Clem loses a base in 14 SCVs, but his Widowmine attack on the south side here kills about 13 drones as well. So Serral is up 90 to 71 workers. His income is going great. Clem did just get knocked back all the way to 3 bases. Look at this burrowed Ling here, just delaying Clem's ability to get the income from that 4th base that he needs to compete. Look at this. Serral's got 5 bases, and Clem has 3. Yo, 14 kill Widowmine. 14 kill Widowmine. More Lings in production. The hive is done. Adrenal is not on the way, nor has it been researched. Is Serral going to lose this series because he forgot Adrenal in 2 of the 3 games that he played against Clem today? That cannot happen. Yay, Adrenal! We did it. We totally did it. Lurker Den, Vipers. Clem's 4th base. Oh my gosh, does he not have scans? His 4th base is being so delayed. Oh, that's ginormous. Coming up this ramp sucks. Burrowed Banelings, maybe, to bait the army down this ramp into death. Clem, amazing hit squad to finish off this hatchery. Can he get it? Yes! Marauder damage and tanking power. Too good. Got into too good a position there. He loses the 3rd base. Or whatever that is. The 4th base over here on the left side. Serral immediately replanting it. The 4th base is landed from Clem now. Excellent stuff. Was he just waiting for Adrenal? Is that going to be his game changer? It usually is. Clearing out creep hit squad. Having a tough go of it here because there's a lot of Lings and the Marauders are not doing very well against them, even if they don't have Adrenal in these numbers with a little bit of Hydra support too. Serral trying to expand. This has just been 3 straight games of incredible macro from both of these players. This is awesome. This is truly, truly, truly good stuff here. Banelings off creep are trying to get connections because that's what Banelings do, I guess. Is Baneling Bomb still down here? It is. Still down here. Clem is trying to get a 5th base set up here, but a lot of Zerg is on the way, and the army's not in a position to stop this. A parasitic bomb on the Metavax. Baneling! Some of the SCVs managed to escape, but some are going to die with their beloved planetary. Only 2 SCVs died in that battle. What? Oh, the Burled Bangs were not ready. Actually, they're flying. Never mind. Did these guys walk here? Either way, they forced a cancel on the 6 base of Serral. Bottom right. Clem taking hits, dealing hits. This is like a boxing match. It's so back and forth. This might just get an epic tag. An epic tag best of 5. Even if it's only 3 games. These 3 games have been magnificent. This has been some of the best TVZ. But that's what Serral and Clem is. Serral and Clem does this. Do this. Serral and, Rainer and Clem do this. Ah, the Baneling Bomb got scouted. Bummer. Banshee finally goes down. Widow Mine's not connecting on anything because Banelings hit him before they decide. Friendly fire hit here. Serral doesn't want to overextend. That's how he lost game 1, but he's going to take this planetary again. There's just barely enough here to take that thing down. 6 SCVs get wiped out. 2. Serral's got another attack coming into this planetary. The Adrenalings are putting in a ton of damage. The SCVs can repair a little bit, but actually, ow! Not. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh my gosh, he saved it. 19 SCVs have died, though, for a total of 38. It is 87 to 62 workers, and guess who's ahead there? You guys can tell. Army value is favoring Clem, though. He's still very big, very scary. Killing bases doesn't do anything to wipe out the current army of Clem, but Serral seems... Oh, that was such a good Widowmine hit. 12 kills, mostly Banes there. Oh my gosh, the Widowmine connections. Every Zerg player who's watching this is just, it hurts their heart. Widowmines connecting, EMPs on the Vipers. Is there enough? No, Serral cannot get us around and force a pickup here. Getting +3 melee. Ghosts being added all the time here from Clem, but you knew that already. Another base coming up here. So Serral replacing the left side base. Not re-expanding bottom right. Okay. Few Lings considered going up that way, but no. Nothing doing. Woof. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can do it at patreon.com/falconpaladin. You can also click the join button down below to become a member of my channel here on YouTube. For as little as $2 a month, here comes Serral again, though. Once again, he just doesn't want to go in there. He doesn't want to try to go for the coup de grace if it doesn't work. 36 Lings in production. Okay, Lingbane Lurker attack here at this planetary, which was killed. Now is alive. Oh, too many Lurker spines at it, but I think the Lurkers are in a lot of trouble. Which usually what happens with Lurkers after they kill a base and they don't really have any support is they get wiped out. So the Lurkers all died, another base went down, but army value for Clem is still 90. So he's still pretty darn happy about this. +3 missile attack coming in on these Lings. Widowmines not connecting. Hydra's picking them off. That was a decent hit, Widowmine. This is a decent 2-kill Widowmine. Whatever. Probably paid for itself. But suddenly, Clem on full retreat. This 3 Hydras attacking a command center. But they've got +3 missile attack. Ghost getting fully surrounded by Adrenal Lings. They don't want to be there anyway. And Serral falling back once again. Serral's expanded. Yeah, I think the income is going to be favoring the Zerg. Yeah, largely the last 10 minutes have been Zerg-favored income. Pathogen Glands is on the way. Serral looking good. Up about 50 supply here. Still just so cautious about moving into a position where he loses more than he kills. The Hydra's tearing through. SCV count getting wiped out. This planetary is not giving a chance to finish. We got Lings up here dealing with long-distance mining SCVs, and that's a GG. Serral stays alive to fight again. Ugh. Okay, Serral doesn't get swept here. It's game 1, potentially, of a reverse sweep, but we don't know what's happened yet, do we? No. Wow. I mean, that was 4 planetaries and a command center killed with 1 hatchery dead on the other side. That is the thing here today. 60 SCVs to only 19 drones. Yep. Just kept Serral on the back foot. Didn't overcommit. Didn't overextend. Didn't lose everything. And then suddenly there's 90 supply of Terran army remaining and the counterattack comes and murders you. So that's good. That's really, really good, man. Okay, so Serral wins game number 3. We'll see if he's got anything else left in the tank here, or if Clem's just going to be able to close it out. Are we going to see any kind of like early game shenanigans in this series? Guess we'll find out. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Game 4's here on Babylon. Top left, it is Clem. Bottom right, it is Serral. Another big map. A lot of big maps in this map pool, as you probably already know. Ooh, a Serral. Oh, extractor tricking. Aw. Alright, so 15 supply here out of 14 thanks to the extractor trick, but I still feel like it's going to be early pressure here from Serral. And yeah, Clem is not proxying. So I kind of feel like... Oh, it's a hatch first play. Okay, man, so why the extractor trick? $15 hatch? Okay. Just allows him to do a 15 hatch. I'm struggling to figure out why he did that, but if you know, let me know in the comments. Or let me know in the comments. I read every single comment anybody ever makes, because YouTube makes it easy. And I'm not big enough to not be able to do that. The comments do not scroll by at the speed of light, as they do on other much bigger channels. Reaper expend timing from Clem. Okay, very, very good. So it's a 15 hatch. What are we... Is it... Oh my gosh. It's a 3 hatch opening. 3 hatch before pool opening. Okay. Wait, is it? Oh no, he has his pool. I'm an idiot. What the heck is this? Okay, fine. So, Lings show up. It's a greedy play here from Clem. He's got a Reaper out. The Reaper's name is simply Luz Noqueda. Do not underestimate me, workers, for I am Luz, the human warrior of peace. Now eat this, sucker. And throws a KD8 charge. But meanwhile, there's a bunch of Lings out. Okay, we need to back this up and see what that was, what that timing was on the pool, because it seems like a little bit earlier probably than... It normally is, because this doesn't usually happen. But yeah, I mean, this is getting shut down anyway. Our guy, Luz Noqueda, I have no idea what that's from. I could probably Google it, but sure. 2 Lings died. A slight delay, but that's a number of early Lings from Serral. Ah, it's an Owl House character. Main protagonist of the Disney Channel animated series, The Owl House. Uh-huh. Yeah, my daughter loves Owl House. It's one of her favorite shows. She likes a lot of TV, man. In fairness, trying to get her on good stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender. She really likes that one. Phineas and Ferb, another great show for kids. There is a list, a long list. The new Voltron, like the reboot, the remake of Voltron that came out. I was a big Voltron fan when I was her age, and now there's one for her, so... Yeah, everything's a flat circle, huh? Time is a flat circle, I believe. So fine, Serral's third base is late because they went for that early Ling pressure, which I don't think got much done. Again, delay on the second base is nice. 2 SCVs killed is nice, but that was in exchange for 8 Lings. Don't know how I feel about it. Plus, the Reaper's still alive. Hasn't killed any workers, but has definitely killed some lings, which counts for something, I would say. Starport coming in from Clem. So much you can do with the starport, man. The options are endless. And by that I mean there's like 4 things you can make. But still, it's a lot. You don't have to do that anymore, Clem. You don't have to pull the mules off. They will automatically return any minerals in their mouths when they die. You used to have to do that because if you were returning with minerals and died... Ooh, I don't know. That was close. I don't know if you returned those or not. Probably did, though. Clem knows what's up. Clem, if he's watching that closely, he probably knows. 4th base coming up top right from Serral. Getting all that extra gas. 3rd base landing from Clem at about 5:20. And here we go. Another little 5-minute move out. Stim's done. These boys are on their way to kick some Zerg. Kick some Zerg patootie. Right in the Starship Troopers, man. Get out of there, lose. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've not watched this show with my kid. I've seen some of it. Not enough to know pronunciations. Look at lose no. Queen's dying bad. Oh, Ling saved those queens' lives. That Ling wraparound doesn't come. I think next queen dies, next queen dies, next queen dies, and it just falls like dominoes. So, Ling counterattack? No, I'm just seeing where these medevacs go. Until more Marines come up, because of course it's more Marines. Clem is not going to go mech in this series. Like I said, Clem is not a mech player. Man, if we could figure out what strategies he's gone for over the last year, I would say statistically 99.99999% of the time it's this. Some variation of a bunch of barracks. Medevacs, tanks, liberators, widow mines, all of those things, some of those things, sure. Why not? This is a pickup and a boost out. Way too many lings there for that to really work out for you, my guy. Yeah, all right. It's barracks, barracks, barracks. How many times can I say that Clem is going for a ton of Marines and Marauders? It's really pretty amazing how the standard composition of Marine Marauder Medevac has stayed pretty much awesome through the entire history of StarCraft 2, which is like 13 years now. Run by or flank? Run by! Oh gosh, how is there nothing here? No high ground tank. Oh dude, SCVs, they're getting out as much as they can, but holy crap, this is a lot of lings, man. So, I think he's pretty willing to lose. Oh, he doesn't have to lose the hatch. Banelings are here, cool. Well, the front door gets locked. The 4th command center gets canceled. Where are these lings going? You could have done so much. Okay, they're going this way, and then they're not going this way anymore, and they don't want to engage with anything, and now they're actually kind of stuck. They should have committed to something while they could. Okay, well, they juke in and get out of there, and some of them survive, I guess, so it wasn't a complete suicide mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th base is done from Serral. Okay, 5 base to 3 base, good spot to be. Having killed 14 SCVs in the first 8 minutes is a pretty good place to be. Mules are great, but the recovery capability of worker count is not as good for our Terran as it is for the Zerg, as we all know. Suddenly, it's a lot of Zerg. Siege tank high ground has something to say about that, though. Two kicking in from both players. They're working on that upgrade. It's almost done from Serral, though. Great upgrades here. These lings. Never mind. Well, the tank went down. That's pretty good. Clem, not quite sure if he needs to go home and help defend this, and he doesn't. More and more Lings in production. There we go. 2 attack completes for melee. And +2 ground carapace is here now. So he's got a massive upgrade advantage over the 1/1 Marines. They do have combat shield. They do have stim. It makes them scary. But 2/2 Lings and Banes, no joke either. Infestation pit on the way from Serral too. Whether that is for infestors, I don't know. Infestors seem to fare better against roaches and ravagers, which have a tough time chasing these Marines, where Lings don't have that problem. So Fungal's not really part of the comp generally. Probably just going to be an avenue to get Adrenal up. And yeah, that hive gets started immediately upon that infestation pit finishing. Oh gosh, Serral left side picking up the reinforcements. The 2/2 upgrade advantage is great. Great positioning. Oh my gosh, that's sick positioning. Wow, the Lings get on top of it. Siege tank down, tons of Marines dying. Is that another Marine down? Yes, but oh man. So this is Serral getting some really cost efficient, and GG. What did I just say? This is Serral getting some really cost efficient trades. I like how it's this tank dying that will like put Clem into the ground here, I guess. Yeah, he's like, well, if I don't have this high ground tank, I'm dead. Dude, Serral just forced a game 5. So yeah, 10 minutes, right? Feeling good about himself. Gets some really nice attack into this third. No defense. None from Clem. I don't understand that at all. No high ground tank, which would have covered at least the mineral line against some Ling pressure. Insane. Yeah, his 18 kill siege tank died. That's why. It was his favorite tank, understandably so. 18 kills is a lot of kills. But boof, that was fantastic. All right, man. Serral getting those bases up. Lost no bases. Lost 0 drones to 14 SCVs killed. Yep. That's your math. And getting 2/2 out before Clem was able to get his 2/2. Look at his 2/2's not even like, it's not even halfway done for the armor. That's crazy. Why were his upgrades so late? What was he doing otherwise? I guess getting tanks instead of engineering bays? I don't know. It kind of worked for him for a while, but not forever. All right, game 5 coming up. Rubber match. Who's going to move on and who's going to go home? Man, for Serral, it'd be an amazing, astounding victory after being down 2-0. And for Clem, it's like a terrible collapse. So the emotional resonance here is going to be very different depending on who wins. But let's find out. Game number 5 here on Neo Humanity. Top left, Clem. Bottom right, Serral. Wondering if that 15 hatch let him get upgrades faster. Okay, he's going to do it again. I'm going to see what the pull timing is this time, because it was just off the screen when it went down. Ugh. Yeah, so I'll try incorporating this if it's successful again. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Another extractor trick? What the heck? So it goes extractor trick 15 hatch, extractor trick back up to 15. Okay, that's exciting. And then pool at like 15. So it's a 15-15. Where's his gas? I don't know, man. Let him get Lings out early. But other than that, I don't know. Is Clem going to be ready for it this time? He does not believe in proxies today. Either he doesn't think that proxies are going to work against Serral, or he just thinks he can beat Serral late game, which, again, he can do. So there's your... Okay, fine. So like a 18... 7, 18, 19 gas somewhere in there. So the pool finishes sub 2 minutes. The hatch finishes sub 2 minutes. You don't have to wait for that first overlord to get your hatchery and your pool started. So no extra Lings being produced here. Got our Reaper moving out because Clem is a creature of habit. I'm actually out of Reaper names as of now. So this Reaper name is the Dash. The Dash was Falcon Paladin's very first car he ever bought. It was a Toyota Corolla. It served him well, and then threw a rod on the freeway and went to Toyota Heaven, where he was resurrected as a Reaper. Kind of like a Transformers thing, right? Car transforming into a Reaper. Not too far-fetched, especially in the Transformers universe. So let's go the dash. Killing a slow Reaper. He's off to a good start here today. We've got ourselves a third base for Clem coming down again before 3 minutes. Got a factory on the way as well. And where's your third base, man? I don't understand. SCV's like, where's your third base, man? I don't see it. I don't see a Roach Warren. I don't see a lair. I don't understand. Okay, it's gotta be after this queen pops, lair. Now. No? Yes. Okay. So lair coming up with the natural. Fine. Did he get an overlord in here?
Command center upgrade complete.
He did. Got an overlord in here. So he saw the third and says, yes. So this is where the Reaper is really just absolutely invaluable. You gotta see there's not a third base from Serral. And what is he doing otherwise? Ah, now the Roach Warren comes down. Okay. 2.5 Roach Ravager timing. He's getting the third base now. Oh, that Reaper was almost able to cancel that. Well, I don't know. How many shots would it take to finish off that drone? Probably more. Couldn't stop it before it went into hatch. Into hatch mode, I suppose. I do suppose. Starport. Factory. All's well that ends well. Okay, well, here it is. He lost with this in game 1, going for the roaches. He's still making drones, so it's not like he's stopping at 35. Oh, the dash. Don't do it, the dash. Don't die. It was really important scouting information you've gotten here. Keep running the dash. No! Gets roached. Roached into oblivion. Fare thee well, the dash. What your next life will bring you, I don't know. Oh, he's German taxiing. It's a German taxi roach attack in game 5. Serral, you crazy person. Oh, you could drop in the main. Oh my gosh. He's like, oh, look at me. Where am I going to go? I got dropper lords. Okay, fine. Not supply blocking Clem, but close. Queen's unloading. Poop and creep. Tumors going down, man. Serral is droning really hard behind this. Oh my gosh, these tumors are going to die. Why would you put them down and let them die? Okay, fine. One of them got up. Serral's like, okay. So this got shut down, I guess. Like, I don't know what he saw here that told him he didn't want to do it, but he backs out. He feels like this is not his scene. Spreading creep onto the third base is super annoying, though. Gotta burn a scan to wipe out this creep tumor. Super dumb. I don't know. Serral lost out in injects and stuff. Although, I don't know. He probably had enough queens where that wasn't a problem. He's got 7 of them. So he's got a queen for every base, and he brought 4 along for the German taxi play, which did not happen. I was kind of sad about that. 4th base from Serral is the Rich Vespine Geyser base here on Neo-Humanity. It's a weird map, Neo-Humanity. Look at him using the dropper lords to get queens to where he wants them to go fast. This is great. I like it. Like, you should just make some dropper lords for your queens all the time. You can get, oh man, you can get your creep spread going super fast this way too. Okay, I'm liking this little meta change. I mean, I feel like he could have gotten out here by throwing the tumors here, but whatever. Look at these tumors. They're way out. Dude, Clem's like, what is this garbage? Why are there tumors out here unconnected to any other creep? Because Serral's doing crazy stuff in Game 5 of an ESL Premier event. That's why. Okay, knocking down the cooling tower. Bonk, bonk. What happens? Oh, does it make these not knockdownable anymore if there's already debris down there? Is that what happened? Okay. All right, Clem's got his third base. Serral's got his fourth base. The extra gas income's going to be really nice for him. Hydralisk Den on the way. Burrow coming in here too. Need someone to check out these cooling towers and tell me if they can be knocked. Oh, this is good. Can you knock them down now? No. Oh, I knew that. So you destroy one side, the other side automatically falls down too. Great. Fine. Fine. Roachling. Ow, 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 ow. I don't know if that's a retreat as much as it is a... It was bait. Oh, I had to pick up the siege tank, though. And boy, howdy. That's a lot of siege tanks. What is going on? Dropping roaches into the main base. Dropping queens into the natural base. 11 SCVs die. Creep tumors almost get started in the natural, which would be hilarious. And now he's got burrowed roaches. It's almost like Serral's playing with his food here, except he was down 3-0. This is not somebody you play with your food against. Clem is a monster. I don't know if I feel good about it, but he got 11 SCVs killed. So, oh, look at this creep. This creep is already pushing up into the natural base of Clem. That's not what you want to see. Oh my gosh, Serral, you're such a madman. I love you. The first foreigner to break through in StarCraft 2 and win a world championship, and he's still doing stuff today. No roaches. Bad engagement roaches. No, bad. There's a siege tank back here. Ah, yeah, the burrow trick. The burrow trick doesn't work. The queens are back. And the roaches are back. What is going on? Okay. He's killed. Income just took a humongous dump. In favor of... Is Serral winning this thing with burrow, roach, drop, queen tactics? That's insane. He's got lurkers out at 9 minutes too. The siege tanks laugh in the face of your lurkers, unless they get abducted into lurker range and then they'll die. Holy crap, I think Clem has stopped microing. GG, Serral! Holy cow. That was amazing. Serral wins it. The reverse sweep dream is real. Zerg players everywhere falling out of their chairs. Yeah, this is the part where he stopped playing. He was like, well, all my workers on my third base are dead. I've got burrowed roaches in my main I can't deal with. Creep is pushing into my natural. I don't have any ghosts to deal with these lurkers. And so that's your GG. Insane. Insane display of Zerg. I cannot believe he went for a crazy strategy in Game 5. What was he trying to do? He was trying to prove that he's the best Zerg player in the world. That's what he was trying to do. Wow. Look at this. 6,000 to 4,200 resources lost in favor of Serral in this game. That is 33 SCVs down. No drones died. 64 Marines, a siege tank. Army value at the end here is he's got 28 Marines and 4 tanks, but his economy is bruh. It is this. It is hugely favoring Serral, and if Clem can't push on this space and kill it, then there's no hope for him. And he knew that, and he tapped as a result. Absolutely killer, insane. Insanely good. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. So just GG, well done. I cannot believe Serral went out like this. And by that I mean went out. We won. He won like this. Had just enough lurkers, just enough Viper support to deal with those tanks. And once those were gone and the lurkers are still around with the Roach Ravager support, Clem was like, oh, I see. There needs to be more Queen Roach drop in the future of TVZ. Serral has found a new meta. And by that I mean he probably hasn't found a new meta. But still, that was so good. I'm just flabbergasted by that. I cannot believe Serral pulled it out. But he did. Because he's Serral. What else do you want from this guy to prove to you who he is? You know who he is. There's no doubt anymore. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. All right. Well, neat. I guess that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an epic best of 5 series from ESL Summer 2023. I do like the summer months. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.